Hey guys, it's LeaLeaVSG. I am here for my week 22 check-in for post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy. My sister Hillary's in town. Hi! So excited. She hasn't seen me since the week I had surgery, like a few days later. So we'll talk to her in a little bit though. Do my spiel real quick. I was sleeved in Atlanta, Georgia on July 13, 2016 at Riverside Hospital by Dr. Paul Masick. My highest weight was 288. Date of surgery, I was 269. My video last week, I was 200.2. And this morning, when I weighed, I even stripped naked. I wasn't going to weigh my clothes. I was 197.6. So I'm officially in Wonderland. This is the first time I have been below 200 pounds since I was 11 years old. So my lowest weight in 19 years. It's kind of crazy. I'm really excited. And that's a loss of 90.4 pounds from my highest weight, a loss of 71.4 from surgery day, and a loss of 2.6 from last week. I am 0.6 pounds away from being at a BMI of 30, and once I hit 197, I'll have a BMI of 30, and then when I get down to 190, it's really exciting because that's when I go to a BMI of 29. I will no longer be considered obese. I'll just be considered overweight. So that's like my next big goal. But my calculations are, since my highest weight, I have lost 70.6% of my excess weight, with my goal weight being 160. And at this point, I'm less than 40 pounds away from hitting that. So it's really exciting. It's really exciting. Hillary's here. They drove in from Texas yesterday for Christmas. Her man piece is still upstairs asleep, so we're just drinking our coffee. We're just drinking our coffee and having some sisterly talk.
And some puppy snuggles.
Yep, you see little Beanie being jealous. They brought their dog, so Beanie's not the head of the house, so he's a little put out. Y'all know how needy and spoiled he is. Somebody called the ASPCA and put him in a Sarah McLachlan commercial. But since Hillary's here and she's awake, I thought, when I'm doing my video this morning, I thought it would be kind of neat to talk to her because, I think she's got a much different perspective on things, and I think her opinion on, relatives or someone close to you having, this surgery, I thought that would be kind of neat to talk about. So, just what are your thoughts? What comes to mind?
You're a much happier person. Oh my gosh.
I feel happier. I feel different.
The way that I look at it is, growing up, I was always thin, and you were overweight, and it wasn't a controllable thing. And there was a lot between us, and I think that was a big issue as well.
I agree.
But since we're older, I've gained weight, medical issues, and just being me.
It happens.
And you are losing weight. It's making us closer. You are much happier. I understand where you were at. You understand where I was at. So it's a big change.
And it was so weird because I know it wasn't any fault of your own that I was so big when we were growing up, but I just remember how hard it was, like when we go back to school shopping, because Mom would take us together, and we'd go to the mall, and you get to go to all the fun stores, American Eagle and Abercrombie and all those, and I always felt so out of place going in those because I felt like they were judging me, and like I had zero place in those, zero place to be in those stores. And honestly, we shopped in a few of those stores, me and Mom did, over Thanksgiving, and it gave me anxiety. Like, I went into Forever 21 and I was finding tops and stuff I could buy, but I was anxious the whole time. I felt so out of place, and it seemed like, and I know nobody was going to do it, but I just felt like I was just waiting for someone to come tell me, what are you doing here?
You've never gotten to experience
I know
it.
it was just so weird. The bra shopping was hard because I'm still at a weird size. Um, so that kind of put me off anyway because I was like, let's bra shop first, and then we can go do the fun stuff. So that was frustrating. So we didn't even go into American Eagle and stuff. I was like, you know what? I'll lose a little more weight and then I'll feel really good when I go in there and like try on jeans and stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like I'm really close to being able to like fit in a Victoria's Secret bra. I actually found panties in there that fit. They actually go up to an extra large, like they're basic cotton ones. So I was like,
Nice.
hey.
Heck yeah.
So it was a very very weird experience. It was very different.
And a lot of you don't know we are actually swapping clothes now. I brought a box of my clothes that don't fit because she is now smaller than me, and she is giving me some of her clothes, so we get it even out our wardrobe a little bit.
She's getting the good stuff too. Like she's getting like my never worn Ohio State hoodies. She's getting my Columbia winter coats. My brother-in-law is actually taking my Ohio State Columbia fleece that I've had since college.
I'm getting the better end of the deal, by the way.
Yeah. Word. But oh, hi puppies. Her puppies are so cute. They're so sweet. Um, but
Remy, no baby.
it's just been quite an adventure. And what did you think? They were already here when I got home yesterday because I went to my office Christmas party. So what did you think when I walked in the door?
Exactly what I said to you. Holy crap, you're skinny.
I don't remember hearing that because I had to pee. I was just trying to get in the house and pee. Um,
She walked in the door, and the vision that I've had of her is her belly. I'm going to be honest with
it
you.
was big.
Her belly just overtook. She walked in the door and it's gone. It's like, holy crap, look at the curves, you're there. You're not just
All belly.
hanging out anymore. You actually can move, you can do what you want, you look good.
I can touch my toes.
I can't do that.
I assume I can. I haven't tried lately. But no, and you all, if you follow me on Instagram, you see my weekly side by sides where it's not even my highest weight; it's my date of surgery weight, and that belly was huge. And I think it's funny because I never realized, I think truly, how big I was. I think it's kind of just like now mentally, it's taking my brain a while to catch up to the size I really am now and not seeing myself, as that big person anymore. Look at this. This is just pitiful. This spoiled little boy. Let me adjust the camera so y'all can see these snuggles. Look at this. You just you just keep on milking it, Beanie. Um, I'll touch really quick on my Christmas party yesterday. It was really fun because I work from home, so I don't really go to the office. But I went to the party and got to see everyone, and some of them I have been working with for since like 2010. When I was with the company previously. So it was funny. We did a group picture of the OG. So in lieu of my side by side for this week, I'll probably just post that one up because it's actually a full length shot, and I felt like I wasn't completely trying to hide behind everyone. And so many people complimented me. I got hugs from people I recognized but never didn't know their names or never really interacted with in the office except saying hi. Um, People told me I looked beautiful. I looked great. I got so many hugs. A couple people asked me what my secret was, and I was honest. I was like, I had surgery. And they were just like, oh, wow. Would you mind if I, reach out to you later and ask you more information? I'm like, sure. My friend Nakia, she's pregnant. She's due, I think, in 3 months. And so I was joking with her. I was like, look, for the first time ever, her belly sticks out farther than mine. Everyone laughed at that. So it was a really good time. And I was really glad I got to go out and get some interaction. I feel like I've just been working so much lately that I haven't had much social interaction at all. Um, I think mentally it does cause a little bit of a drain. You work from home. She's a Pampered Chef consultant, so she works from home. Do you ever feel like that? I mean, I know you have Todd. Todd's there every day when he comes home from work, but do you ever feel like you just need to get out and get some social interaction?
Oh yeah, and that's when I'll run errands or go shopping or get groceries or whatever I need to do. And sometimes I just gotta get out of the house. I leave maybe once a week, if that.
Yeah. I think sometimes it just wears on you. Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
Also, I guess I'll talk about the date I was supposed to have. Met this guy online. He actually is from Dayton, Ohio, which is about 30 minutes from where we grew up. So I thought that was pretty funny. And we were supposed to have drinks Wednesday night. He'd asked me out like right away. And I was like, well, I'll make Wednesday night work because the rest of the week was pretty busy. And then he just kind of just dropped off. Like he wouldn't like make plans. Like he wouldn't give me a time or a place. And I'm like, so what's the deal? He's like, well, I've got some places in mind, but I haven't decided what I want to eat yet. You haven't decided what you want to eat yet. I thought that was kind of jacked up. It's like, well, it's a first date. Aren't you supposed to maybe ask me what I want? Or
Inconsiderate people, you gotta say thank you, but no thank you, and move on.
So I canceled, and he's been texting a little bit since, but I feel like there's a crude undertone to the things that he's been saying, and I'm not interested. Which I think that's kind of like a mark of growth for me. Because I feel like before when I was dating, before I lost my weight, I would put up with so much of that crap. So much of that crap. I dated so many jerks, and
you allowed it to happen because you didn't have self-worth. You didn't understand how valuable you were, and you let people walk all over you.
And that's why it never worked out. So why repeat it? Because I know how it plays out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guys might be getting better looking, but they're still assholes out there.
How many times did you call me and I was always right?
Every time. Every time.
I may be younger, but I'm wise.
There's a reason she's got a ring on it. Which, P.S., she let me try on her rings last night. It might be the only time that there's ever a diamond put on this finger that I don't buy, but they fit. They fit. The sausage fingers are shrinking.
I told her they look skinny, so she tried my rings on.
So that was exciting. So I'll probably be putting all that stuff on the Instagram because I took pictures for days. So
took pictures of my wedding ring.
On my hand, yeah. I sent it to my weight loss bestie Kimberly. I was like, look.
Oh jeez.
It's a big deal for me. I mean, these are.
I'm giving you crap.
I understand. I know. Kind of like all the normal things that you've gotten to experience growing up. You know, being a normal.
Different things you're not thinking about.
Yeah.
Too.
But things that just kind of seem normal to you before, are things that like I'm experiencing for the first time. So just sometimes I get a little giddy, or like it's like childlike. It's childlike excitement, but it's so neat. I've got plenty of food in there. We'll just let Chubby Bunny eat all he wants. He's in Aunt Walda's house.
He's gonna gain 15 pounds in this next 2 weeks. He's already chubby enough.
He's okay. Happy. Trying to think. Hi. I got a little Bronson in my face. He is just a sweet big boy. He thinks he's a lap dog. Other than that, I still haven't taken my measurements. I had my mom do my measurements, when I had surgery. I was going to have her do them for me at Thanksgiving because I don't remember exactly where she took them, and I'm bad at trying to take them myself. So she'll be here on Friday. No, everyone will be here for a week. We're doing a bunch of Christmas stuff, so I'll try to remember to have her do them again so I can compare. Can I see you? Hi, honey. Also, one other thing I've noticed that's happened, which I guess is a good thing because now I can start documenting for the doctors, where my little belly hangs still. I got a little rash. It's starting to clear up, but I've tried to keep it so it doesn't get worse, but doesn't completely go away because I have doctor's appointments this next week, and I want them to document it so that way it's on file for insurance when it comes time for my tummy tuck. Because most insurances. But you also have to show medical documentation. Like they want to see I think it's 6 months worth of issues.
Oh wow.
So I can go ahead and at least start getting it on the book, start mentioning it to my doctors. And then, you know, hopefully,
That should be included in this crap. Sorry.
but hopefully at least then, you know, I'll have the sufficient documentation when the time comes to get this tummy tucked, courtesy of insurance, although my stinging deductible maximum out of pocket's going up this next year. So thank God my surgery was this year, otherwise it would have cost me an extra $2,000.
Holy moly.
I know. Hopefully, you know, now that I don't care how you feel about politics or who you voted for, but I don't think Obamacare is great. I've never been a fan of it. I feel like all it really did was drive up, you know, the deductibles and stuff for the people who.
I saw something the other day, and it said along the lines of Obamacare was put into place because people couldn't afford insurance, but now they're being fined for not carrying it. So you're either paying, but you can't afford it, or you're getting fined because you can't afford it.
And not to mention, you know, I have insurance. I have great benefits through my company. That was one of the great things about coming back. But I've not, you know, I remember when I worked for them back in 2010. I mean, the insurance was great. I was probably paying maybe a little bit more a month or per paycheck, but I didn't have like the deductibles and maximum out of pocket. It was just the copays. I went to the doctor, I paid a copay. None of this deductible crap, and now it seems like even though my employer does such a good job at giving me, you know, great benefits, they've always had great insurance and time off and everything.
It doesn't matter where you work, insurance has just gone to crap with Obamacare.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, the deductibles are rising, the maximum out of pocket's rising. So yeah, if you have a life event where, you know, you hit that maximum out of pocket really fast, which happens, you know, with a hospitalization or something, that's great, but it's really tricky for me trying to plan for surgery because I'm sitting there thinking, you know I've got my maximum out of pocket's $4,500. Because I know I'm going to end up paying that. So how do I want to go about trying to make this as easy as possible?
Right.
So that's just my 2 cents. I'm hoping that there will be some sort of healthcare reform because I think this process is hard enough anyway. Then I think having to worry about paying so much for it because for some people I think the surgery really is medically necessary. I mean for me,
I think it was necessary for you because your health.
My health, my heart. I was pre-diabetic. My thyroid was off the charts. And I never didn't think I was that bad off. I knew I was a big girl, but I think I was also bad about like seeing shows like My 600-Pound Life or something on TV. I'm like, well, at least I'm not that bad. So it was kind of a way for me to off-put, I guess, completely accepting responsibility for the condition I'd gotten to. But I think there are a lot of people that really need this surgery. Because I mean, I've been trying for 30 years to lose weight.
I remember, what was it? 8-10 years ago, you and Mom talking about getting this done for you, but it was too expensive. It was like 17,000 or something. I think you were still on Mom's insurance at the time. I remember y'all talking about it.
It was probably about 5 years ago because I had started when I was with Sedgwick the first time, my current company. I started the process, but ended up leaving the company. But at the time,
before that, I remember you and Mom talking about it.
No, I thought it was then because like I was right at the cutoff of when I would get kicked off of her insurance. Because I was gonna try to see, if maybe I could have, you know, you go through my insurance and then have hers pick up the slack or whatever. But I mean, I started this process a couple times. 2010, or I think it was about 2010, 2011, and then again when I was working with Travelers, so 2013. But honestly, I think it all worked out well. I mean, everyone says, and I'll agree, my only regret is not doing it sooner. But I really question if I was mature enough then to have been so successful as I have been thus far. I really question it. So I think the timing this time was perfect. I remember, excuse me, that's one bad thing is I'm a lot more belchy.
I think I take that.
Yeah, for sure. But well, I was also not going to have the sleeve. I was going to have the lap band, and now they basically stopped doing those, and there's been a lot of issues. So I think it's definitely for the best.
A good thing.
Yeah. So definitely pleased with how it all played out, and I'm starting the 30s with a bang. Heck yeah. But no, I'm definitely pleased. But I remember my biggest thing when I was trying to do it years ago was, I'm like, oh my gosh, I won't ever be able to drink again. I'll have to give up beer. Like, at the time, I was like such a little party animal and social person, like social butterfly, and that right there tells me my maturity wasn't where it was supposed to be. Because this time around, I was like, all right, if I can't have a beer anymore, or, have a Coke or whatever, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Luckily, my sleeve tolerates just about anything, so I can do, things in moderation and do the occasional treat, but it's not like that stuff doesn't have the importance to me that it used to.
Well, it's a whole lifestyle change. Once you give up the bad stuff and you're off of it, you don't crave it.
For sure. And I think that was what really helped me too, doing my 6-month pre-op diet with a nutritionist, because I was still eating normal sized portions, but I was focusing on the high protein and low carb, which is basically what I have to do now. And so I think it really got me in the mindset.
Mm-hmm. And once you get used to it, it's just how it is.
Yeah.
It was like Todd and I, we would eat out fast food every day. And in the past 2 months, we've maybe eaten out 4 times, if that.
Most of don't want traveling. It. Yeah, it's funny how your tastes change.
Mm-hmm.
And during my pre-op diet, I would let myself have cheat day once a week. Mm-hmm. So crazy to think of what I would eat though, because I would go up to my favorite Chinese place right here by Kroger, and I would get the sweet and sour chicken combo, which it's comes in a dish like this, it's loaded. Like, have veggie fried rice, sweet and sour chicken. It'd come with an egg roll, and then I would get an order of crab rangoon, which came with like 8, and I would eat almost all of it. Like, I'd maybe not be able to finish the rice.
Oh wow!
Or I would go get
Now that would feed you, me, Mom, and Aiden.
Or I would go get the crab rangoon, because that was the jam.
Oh, I love crab rangoon.
And then I would go to the Mexican place like next door and get like an order of loaded nachos. Mm-hmm. And I was my cheat meal, so I didn't feel bad about. But before I like really started like the pre-op diet,
I saw how you ate.
Yeah, and I've admitted on video before, and I don't know if I ever told you, but I used to alternate Chinese places on the weekend because I would want to eat it 2 days in a row, but I wouldn't want to go to the same place and have them recognize me. So
I'd come to visit you, and all you wanted to do was eat out. And it's like, I just want to eat here. I don't want to go anywhere, and I don't want to order anything.
So it's much different. I feel like eating is just like another like normal chore and something I have to do during the day. It's not something that my life revolves around anymore. And what was really funny too is I went to the grocery the other day because they were coming, and I didn't think they would want to live on protein shakes and Baby Bell cheese and tuna and my normal staples. So I ran to Aldi, and I just felt like I kind of wandered around like
what do people eat
like
now?
a lost puppy. I'm like, I don't remember how to grocery shop. So I think I got too much, but we've definitely got plenty to make meals for all of the holidays. And I came home, I emailed Mom, and I was like, here's what I got, and she goes, how much y'all plan on eating this weekend? So it was so funny. And like I got the snacks for Aiden. I got him goldfish and mini muffins. I know he likes those, and fruit snacks, but I kept wanting to put like the goldfish back and go for fruit. So I got all those snacks, but I threw in a bag of Halos. So
he loves fruit. He loves it. We make him eat it, so he has to love it.
Well, he and Aunt Wola will probably be sharing a lot of it.
That works.
But we are at almost 25 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But I just want to make sure I got my video in, and I wanted to let y'all meet Hillary.
Come here.
And Bronson, this is her baby Bronson. Hi, Bronson.
And Remy's back there.
Remy.
Hi, baby. What?
So, from our family to yours, happy week before Christmas. I will talk to y'all in a few days. I hope y'all are having a great week, and I can't wait to catch up on your videos and your Instagrams and see what y'all have been up to. So I'll talk to you soon. Love you.